front court matchup tonight. Chris, you were the prototypical 4 when you played. Who was the toughest power forward you had to defend?
Okay, well, I'm going to give you the same answer I always have. When I was in the West Coast, any given week, this is who I had to guard in a week's time. Tim Duncan, Garnett, Nowitzki, Rasheed Wallace, Robert Horry, it's Karl Malone. That was all in the West Coast, and I think I played in the golden era of power forwards, and so I would just say put all their names in a hat, pick one out, and that's who was the toughest, because it was like that every night.
Hall of Famers, including yourself. And the Houston Rockets starting 5. Harden and Gordon are out on the wing. Tucker and Capella are up front. And it's Westbrook in at the point. Now, here's Westbrook. Siakam pulls it in. It's Powell on the wing. From outside, off the mark. And here's Houston. It's a 3-point game. Gordon the pass to Westbrook. Pulls up. Shot clock reset for the Rockets. Second shot opportunity. Good on the bucket.
Oh, don't forget about this fella for a second. He is the definition of dangerous.
And the Raptors off to a slow start. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Right side, Gasol. Shot clock at 5. In the corner, it's Van Vliet. Over Harden. Count that one from Van Vliet. The Rockets have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Harden outside. Banked in off the glass. Harden's got 5 points so far.
And when Harden sees a clear lane to the hoop, just move out the way. He jumps on it. So relentless in how he exploits open space.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
I caught up with Coach Nick Nurse. Hey, look, he knows they've got great shooters who can score from anywhere in distance. He thinks his team can go toe-to-toe with anybody in the league there. And he won't be pulling back the reins even if they start missing a few. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. Always want to get those threes falling consistently. Siakam looking around. Outside Lowry. No good on the triple. Rockets leading by 7. It's Harden with the... Whoa!
Goodness. I mean, come on, man. Harden is ridiculously clever, including how he decides to posterize you. A superb athlete.
Now, here's Lowry. From deep 3-point range. Powell against Gordon. Clock at 6. The shot by Powell, no good.
The D making that layup look very uncomfortable for him. Good aggressive work down low.
And the jam by Harden.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, they've been very aggressive, and they've taken early control of this game.
Now here's Van Vliet. Fast break, here we go. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Well, with the role he's on this quarter, they're going to keep going to him, get that lead even bigger.
And for James Harden, he loves to be put on an island and go one-on-one against a defender.
Well, yeah, last season, Harden had as many ISOs called for him as some teams ran in. And that's all because of his coach. His coach calls the games that way. It's his bread and butter. And there isn't much you can do to stop him with one defender.
Now here's Van Vliet. So timeout called here, the first for Toronto. Well, sometimes it just looks unfair with the way Harden can create space. And then, Chris, you'd get that shot up.
Yeah, it's just sick. His step-back jumper is a thing of beauty. I'm not talking about his almost travel double step-back, just his regular one. I mean, he has so many tools to create space with his footwork, and he makes the most out of what you give him.
Westbrook against Lowry. Now here's Van Vliet. Not a lot of room. Outside for Gasol. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist.
A legitimate threat from outside the arc. I mean, love seeing Gasol stretch the court with the shooting.
Outside, Gordon takes the three. They get the rebound. Harden's shot is off.
Look, they say there are no easy finishes in the NBA, but that should be easy.
Van Vliet finds Lowry. Fires from deep. Rockets with the rebound.
The defense has done a good job of forcing him into tough shots.
Outside, Westbrook jacks up a three, and it's Gasol with the rebound. Now here's Van Vliet. He's covered by Westbrook. Pass to Powell from the arc. Russell Westbrook with the rebound. Rockets on offense. They're on a 16-5 run. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Siakam.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul. Well, you knew after the Paul George trade that the Thunder would look to sell on Westbrook as well. Just part of the rebuild at this point. His agent did well to get him to a team looking to compete. A great fit for a player in this stage of Russ's career.
That free throw missing.
Kevin, it was an up-and-down season for the Rockets last year. I mean, they started out very slow, and then because of injury, but it took them a while to get into the playoff picture. But how about this? They won their division, but only nabbed the 4th seed in the playoffs.
Serge Ibaka has checked in for Pascal Siakam. He's off on the second. And Chris, last year being the 4th seed in the postseason was trouble for the Rockets.
Yeah, it was, especially, Kevin, when you have to face the Warriors in the second round. They got bounced out in Game 6 despite the Warriors losing Durant. The slow start in the regular season, I think, played a big factor.
4 on the clock. Here's Van Vliet. And again, no good by Toronto.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Capella dishes to Harden. Shot by Gordon, wide open. Here's Capella, and terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Raptors trail by 13.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Pass to Powell. And here's Lowry. From outside the arc, it's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got 9 rebounds now tonight. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. They've decided to pound the ball inside, using their physicality to set the tone.
Toronto calls timeout.
Well, to me, Clint Capella is a classic center. I mean, I love his hands. Great footwork. I mean, he takes what is given to him. He plays inside, protects the rim. And if you throw it up, he'll finish it with authority.
Hyundai Hollis Jefferson, he's checked in for the Raptors. Patrick McCaw comes in for Fred Van Vliet. Here's McCaw. Pass to Ibaka. Raptors need to get a shot off. And again, no good by Toronto. Now with Capella, that finishing and rebounding are key to his game.
Yeah, and he's only going to keep getting better, Kevin, which is a scary prospect for every other center in the NBA.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Here's Lowry. James Harden picking up that last basket. Lowry with the ball. And And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And over the last few seasons, Kyle Lowry's scoring trending downward. His assists increasing, though, dramatically, relying more on his teammates to get the job done.
Free throw drops for Lowry. And we've seen Lowry settling for more perimeter shots in recent years.
I mean, he's always had a great motor, but you have to adapt as you get older. Some back issues starting to creep in, and important for him to stay healthy along the way.
The Raptors making a switch here. Anunoby's checked in, and Kyle Lowry drops them both.
A 5-time All-Star. Lowry has come a long way since being drafted 24th overall back in 2006.
And the pass to Rivers. Eight feet away, and again, the Rockets good for 2.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Rivers against Lowry. Over Rivers. Tries again. Rebound by House.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Harden the pass to Rivers. Lob pass to Capella. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
The main strength of Capella's offensive game, I mean, he uses his athleticism to power home these alley-oops.
Lowry with the ball. Picked up by Rivers. Lowry drives in, and that one good.
About time he got one to fall there. Before that, 6 straight misses to start this one.
Here's Rivers. Plays it up and banks it in. Rivers has got his second basket.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Lowry from outside. Lowry can't get that one to fall.
He has shot them in the foot with his inability to make shots tonight.
And the basket by Gordon.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Yeah, we got to be careful. It's still early. They've expended a lot of energy, but they've also built a nice cushion here.
Here is Lowry after Eric Gordon's bucket, and he gets the bucket. Lowry's got 6.
Very aggressive in terms of looking for his shot. 9 attempts already, but only able to knock down 2.
And the rejection by Ibaka. Lowry passes to McCaw. Down low, here's Ibaka, and Ibaka slams it in.
And not the most flamboyant dunker, but Ibaka goes to the rack with rude intentions nonetheless.
And the dunk by Capella.
Such incredible hops for a center. Look, it allows him to hold his own against any other 5 in the league.
Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Here's McCaw. Outside Lowry. Passes it to McCaw. Over Gordon. Offensive rebound. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Houston Rockets. They have a 19-point lead. Releases from 15, and he comes up with the deuce. He has 6.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Lowry looking around. Here's McCaw, defended by Gordon. McCaw, the pass to Hollis Jefferson. Shot, high post. Doesn't go for him. And the Rockets take it the other way. Pass to Harden. And Harden with the stuff.
Ferocious player on the offensive end. Harden is fantastic at staying aggressive, actively looking for a shot.
50 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Lowry. Good work defensively by Capella.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out.
And for the Raptors, they're shooting in the early going here. Pretty dreadful, 22%. Lowry from outside. Here's Anunoby. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
And the muscle that Anunoby possesses, fantastic at gutting it out through contact and finishing.
Houston making some changes. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Clint Capella. And it's Gerald Green in for Eric Gordon.
And the potential Anunoby has is exciting. Has the athleticism, the shooting touch, and the drive to keep improving.
And stolen by Kyle Lowry. Lays it in off the breakaway. Lowry's got 8.
Good job getting the ball and completing that play.
Oh, that'll make any coach happy. Aggressive defense, then changing ends quickly.
The Rockets with another miss.
With the D playing soft off him, he might have been better off taking it to the hoop instead of settling for the jumper.
A veteran guard with a knack for penetrating defenses. Lowry can pretty much get any shot he wants.
And so it's the Houston Rockets in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. We've got more in store. A unique upbringing for Clint Capella. Spent years in a welfare orphanage in Switzerland. He said he never imagined he'd come this far.
Even as a kid, I wasn't even dreaming about that.
Just an inspiring story, Greg. It gives you perspective on why you should be grateful for everything you have.
Kevin, without a doubt, Capella's upbringing helped shape him, and the hard work he continues to put in is really admirable.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And for the Rockets here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
They came in on a mission, razor-sharp offense in that first period.
Yeah, and now they got to find a way to keep it going, keep growing that lead.
Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. McCaw is out there with Lowry, and it's Anunoby in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group for Toronto to start the second quarter. Now Lowry. It's stolen by Green. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Harden's got the ball, and Harden with the stuff.
And Harden is the last guy the D wants to see get loose on the break. I mean, so talented at finishing off of these opportunities.
Lowry finds Siakam. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. That one drops for him.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Outside, Green sinks the three-pointer. Green's got himself on the board with 3 there.
There is the unselfishness that coaches love so much. Rivers doing a great job getting it to the open man.
Lowry against Rivers. Now, here's Lowry. He's tightly guarded. Here's Anunoby. Bangs home the trifecta. Anunoby's got 6.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
Outside, Green. And another 3 for Houston.
Those catch and shoot chances will be there for Green because the D's got to worry about his ability to attack the rim.
The Raptors' Nick Nurse winning an NBA title in his first season. Greg is an NBA head coach.
The first time a head coach who'd also helmed a team in a foreign league has won it. Nurse often reminisces fondly on those days coaching in Europe. And this summer, he was entrusted with coaching the Canadian national team at the FIBA World Cup.
The 3 from Harden. The rebound by Ibaka. Ibaka's got his 4th rebound in this one.
He hasn't been able to do much damage outside the 3-point line. Just 1 triple for him in the game. And that was back in the first quarter.
A 3 ball. It's good. And the Rocket lead is cut down to just 12 points on the bucket from McCaw.
It's not a priority for the D, but come on, man. You got to have somebody keeping track of him.
It's a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Kyle Lowry is hard-nosed, as we all know, and if you ask him, it comes from his upbringing in Philadelphia. Lowry said, "A Philly player is what a basketball player is. We played on concrete. You got to be mentally tough. You're not trying to be athletic. You get hit the wrong way, you run into a metal pole." Kevin, that's what made him, from Philly to Villanova to Toronto to an NBA champion.
I don't know about running into the metal pole, but that sounds painful. But he's certainly as tough as he can be. David, thank you. Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Norman Powell comes in for OG Anunoby. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Kyle Lowry. Here's Ibaka. Down it goes. His third basket. He's now 3 for 4.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Green against Powell. Stolen by VanVleet. And here's the fast break.
And that's how they're going to trim this lead. Play tough D, force some turnovers, and then push it in transition.
For 3, Westbrook. Toronto grabs the miss. Powell with it. Now Green defending. Powell in the high post. Working on Green. Here's McCall. He has 5. Lobs it up for Ibaka. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Westbrook.
Nasty. And you know Westbrook has an outstanding vertical. Once he gets to the launching pad, rim, beware.
Here's Powell. There's the pass to Siakam. Just 5 to shoot. From deep. Westbrook pulls it in. Rockets leading by 10. From 17 feet out. Good. Westbrook's got 6 points.
And Westbrook is a terror from the mid-range. Terrific at sticking it to the defense from that spot on the floor.
And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, Kevin, you're right. They needed that. And I love that he just didn't settle for the lay-in.
Pass to House. And the rejection by Ibaka.
The size, the timing of Ibaka, tailor-made for protecting the rim.
The Raptors making a switch here. Gasol's checked in. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Houston. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Raptors trail by 10. And here is VanVleet. Passes to Gasol. It's Powell on the wing. Over Green. The shot by Powell, no good.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
This isn't like him, and he knows it. The best thing they can do is try to get him more easy looks. He makes so many hustle plays, and here he's working the offensive glass to the tip.
Hey, Chris, this year pioneer Chuck Cooper inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame. Long overdue, wouldn't you say?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, he was the first African-American player ever to be drafted. I mean, let's just think about that. The Jackie Robinson of basketball. He paved the way, and what he endured, and his teammates, by the way, of all colors, is well documented. And I think the Celtics need to, and I think they will retire his number 11 and have it hang up in that famed Raptors of theirs over there.
I agree. The free throw drops for Powell.
Well, the Houston Rockets, not exactly a balanced offense. I mean, they lean so heavily on James, but you can't argue with the results.
Andre Hollis Jefferson, he's checked in for the Raptors. And a switch here also for Houston. Gordon's checked in. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Now here's Westbrook. 6 points for him. Pass to Rivers. Lob pass to Capella. And no good that time.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
I'm always surprised when it doesn't happen. I'm sure these two will have a good laugh about it later.
And Steve Webb with the Rockets offense, the numbers speak for themselves.
Oh, yeah, Kevin. I mean, they had the second best offensive rating last season. I mean, they rely on isolations, threes, and free throws, but it gets the job done for them. You wonder, though, just how far this approach can take them.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here, trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the tunnel.
4 on the shot clock. A wide open look for Gasol. Offensive rebound. Goes up again. It's good. And the Rocket lead is cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Siakam.
Now, with all the intensity he plays with, boxing him out is a chore. Tough.
The pass to Gordon. He feeds it to Tucker. Now Rivers. With the teardrop. Here's Capella, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And not many guys want to get dirty with Capella on the boards. A very physical player who uses his tough demeanor to gobble up these rebounds.
And a boon it was for the Rockets to be able to keep Clint Capella. A great fit with the team and gives them exactly what they need on the interior.
And Greg Capella, who was taken near the end of the first round back in 2014 in the draft, has developed well during his time with Houston.
And Capella's game has really taken off in the last few seasons. He looks to be a double-double machine for this team for the next handful of years, and that is exactly what they need. A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Back to Westbrook, and Westbrook throws it down.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And guys, it's clear, though, he enjoys showing off his athleticism. The D can't give him these opportunities.
Gordon against Siakam. He kicks it to Powell. Puts up a three. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got rebound number 15 here tonight.
Oof, this has been brutal. I mean, he still hasn't made a single shot. No wonder they're struggling.
Kevin, Capella has a nice array of moves and shots to choose from.
Van Vliet with it. Inside. Here's Powell. Here's Gasol. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And they haven't worked it inside as much as they did earlier in the game. Now that they have the lead, they don't seem as determined to pound it down low.
The Raptors shooting the sixth attempt at the free throw line tonight, and the Rockets making a change here. Harden's checked in. We're talking about number one options at the offensive end. There's a mentality, right, that you got to have as the team's go-to scorer, isn't there?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Let's look at Harden. Curry. He can go 0 for 7, and then he expects to go 27 to 27. How about Curry? Have you ever seen Thompson when they said, oh my God, Klay Thompson is off. Last game, he only had 11 points. Well, when that happens, you can bet your last dollar that the next game, he's going to make every shot. And so what it is again, a short memory. Whether you make a lot, so what? I'm going to do that again tonight. And if you missed a lot the previous night, so what? That wasn't this night. Let's get it right now.
Capella trying to free himself up. A nice shot by Tucker. And the Rockets lead by 11.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
And the foul on Harden. That is his first foul of the game. OG Anunoby's checked in for the Raptors. Lowry comes in for Norman Powell. Here's Anunoby, guarded by Tucker. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Lets the 3 fly. Van Vliet can't get it to go.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
He gets it in there. Tucker's got his second basket of the game.
He's terrific at finding an open man. I mean, good awareness from the floor, from the combo guard. Harden.
Van Vliet up top. He's covered by Westbrook. Hollis Jefferson passes to Gasol. Back to Hollis Jefferson. Off target from outside. And so Westbrook will bring it up for the Houston Rockets. And Harden gets it to go in on the assist by Westbrook. Harden's got 4 points this quarter.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Lowry with the ball, and it's Harden picking him up. Lowry against Harden. No good on that one. The Rockets go the other way with it. From downtown, here's Capella. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Capella's got 19 points.
And the massive wingspan of Capella. I mean, excels at using it to gobble up misses at a high rate.
Raptors trail by 17. David struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Lowry finds Hollis Jefferson. Now here's Van Vliet. He's covered by Westbrook. And there's the foul. Will go on P.J. Tucker. That's his first foul. Daniel House is checked in for P.J. Tucker.
Substitution for the Rockets. Daniel House.
Lowry has the open look. Buries the long-range jumper. Lowry's got 15 points.
I mean, that's a great inbounds play. He gets to the right spot outside the arc, and that pass is there for him.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Back to Harden. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. 23 points for James Harden.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
It seems to improve his shot blocking every year. I mean, Capella is outstanding at using his length to swat away shots.
And so it's the Houston Rockets out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. Their transition game has been in full effect. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Russell, how confident are you that there's nobody that can stay in front of you?
Very confident. I have a lot of confidence in myself. I put a lot of work in the summertime. I'm very confident.
That is never a problem for you, Russ. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk the first half. James Harden was the man in the first. He had 23 points, 5 rebounds, and 1 block. Kenny, what you think about the Rockets?
As we've seen, the deceiving quickness of Harden makes him so difficult to guard. He can go from slow to fast in an instant. Can stop on a dime, or he can take you all the way to the rack.
Shaq, let's get your insight on Toronto.
Well, they got to do a better job on the glass. Ernie, they got outworked. They were weak physically. Part of how they fell behind in this game. I think if they could control those things, they'll be okay, Ernie.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So on the floor for Houston, Tucker and Capella are up front. Harden and Gordon are out on the wings. And it's Westbrook in at the point guard position. Rockets leading by 17. And the Toronto Raptors knew in trading for Kawhi Leonard that he might not stick around. Even after his decision to return to his hometown of Los Angeles, Greg, the Raptors have to feel good about the way it all worked out for him.
Kevin, the first championship in franchise history, and now they set about working their way back to the mountaintop. Some talented young players and quality vets, not to mention an outstanding front office. I think it'd be a mistake to count them out. They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Well, when he came into the league, Eric Gordon was tagged as a shooter. Now he's been shooting more than ever.
And Gordon the last few seasons has been shooting, how about this, over 8 threes a game. His success rate with them has gone up and down over the years, but one thing is for sure, he always has the green light.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Well, the Rockets are a team that is pushing NBA theory to the extremes with how they approach offense.
Oh, yeah, every year they seem to go more toward threes or free throws. I mean, you can't fault them as it consistently works for them, though. I mean, it's like watching a team experiment with what makes an NBA offense.
Tucker, and again, it's the Rockets from deep.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
No, because it's gone dead silent in this arena. What a fantastic performance here on the road. Oh, great flow to that possession. Two players totally in sync with each other.
Westbrook against Lowry. Feeds it to Tucker. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
And here's Gasol outside. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
He's been fantastic, but he can't do it all by himself. Some of the other guys need to lighten the load and step up.
Harden scanning the floor. And that one's good. Westbrook's got 12.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Here's Powell, and Capella sends it back.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Oh, that's just a lucky break for the deep. Yeah, keep giving him that shot. Bad things will happen.
Passes it to Lowry. Now, here's Siakam. Pass to Van Vliet. And Capella over to help. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Siakam. No good from outside. For Houston, they've gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. Harden the pass to Westbrook. Capella trying to free himself up. And it's Westbrook. That time on the assist by Harden. 14 points for Russell Westbrook. Here's Powell. Siakam outside. Second chance effort and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
What you love most about Gasol is his passion. I mean, he inspires everyone around him. He competes every night.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
76% from the line a season ago.
And he knocks down the first one.
As he enters his mid-30s, Marc Gasol showing no signs of slowing down. If anything, I think he's a better all-around basketball player.
McCaw, he's checked in for Fred VanVleet. And so Marc Gasol nails both of them. And through his first 8 seasons in the NBA, Marc Gasol made a total of 12 three-pointers. Nowadays, Greg, he'll make more than that in a month.
And you ask around, he's always been capable. A great shooting touch. It's just a different job description for big men nowadays.
To the inside, stolen by Harden. The pass to Westbrook. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Toronto. The Rockets also changing it up. Green comes in for Gordon, and it's Rivers in for James Harden. Toronto, they've gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8. Here's Lowry to the paint, and Ibaka slams it in.
He knows exactly what he's doing out there. Fakes the shot and zips the pass over for a wide open look.
And so Westbrook will bring it up for the Rockets. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, after 5 years as an assistant in Toronto, last season Nick Nurse moved to head coach of the Raptors, and the team responded, winning the franchise's first NBA championship. Nurse has been at this for 3 decades. He got his first head coaching position at the age of 23. And he has moved all throughout basketball, both domestically and abroad, guiding 15 teams in 5 different countries. And after winning it all last year, Kevin, he's finally made it to the top.
David, he sure has a long and winding journey. Thank you. Oh, that's good.
That's just great touch. The teardrop, well, that's all about feel.
Pass to Rivers. Capella trying to free himself up. And the dunk by Capella.
Yeah, what really separates Capella is his explosiveness around the rim. My goodness.
McCaw kicks to Gasol. Passes it to McCaw. It's stolen by Green. Oh, and here comes Rivers all alone.
Such a consistent night for him from the field. Whenever they've needed it, he's been their safety valve.
Now Powell. He has 6. To the middle. Here's Ibaka. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And Greg, last season, the best scoring average of Serge Ibaka's career.
Even with a down year as far as his three-point shooting, Ibaka's still very efficient, getting more of his offense around the rim, playing some at the 5.
Free throw good. Serge Ibaka. Chris, are there specific types of plays where you feel the whistle gets blown maybe a little too often and a little too early?
Well, sometimes for a guard, when he's defending a guard and the pick and roll comes and he fights through that pick, and as a guard, offensive player, I can stop and let you bump into me and shoot the ball. I think the refs just have to be smart with it. Sometimes it's a foul, but every time it's not, just because of the situation or the flop. And also, you just don't want players to be bailed out when the defender is in a good position. But that's what makes the game so great, is the fact that as an offensive player, you got to try to manipulate and find out where you can sneak yourself in the gray areas of the rule. And as a defensive player, how can you use your skill, your will, and then your IQ not to get caught with your hand in the cookie jar?
Westbrook finds Capella. Pass to Rivers. Shot clock at 6. Yes, that goes in. Rivers has got 6 here in this quarter.
He's got the hot hand right now. As long as he can keep getting open, they've got to keep feeding him.
The drive by Lowry. Westbrook with the block.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Here's Hollis Jefferson. He's covered by Westbrook. Lowry's shot is good.
Look, when the D will give it to you, that's where you want your shots coming from. Arm's length from the bucket.
Houston's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Lowry against Westbrook. Lob pass to Capella. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Love the attitude of Westbrook. Continues to improve at running the offense and finding ways to create opportunities for his teammates.
And Capella over to help. Here's Hollis Jefferson. Outside Lowry. Three-pointer. Again, the miss by Lowry.
One made 3 formed for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
They grab their own miss, Capella, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Capella's got 27.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Lowry against Westbrook. Here's McCall. He's got 7. 5 on the clock. Lowry passes to Gasol. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Gasol's got 18 points.
Using that big body. I mean, Gasol able to absorb contact. That's what you want from your big man.
Here's Westbrook. And Houston again with the bucket. And so Lowry will bring it up for the Raptors. And that one, good. 19 points in the game.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
Gasol with the steal. And Lowry gets double-teamed. Here's Hollis Jefferson. To the left wing. 6 to shoot. Here's Lowry. Lays it up off the glass. Lowry's got 6 here in this quarter.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Green deciding where to go with it. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And thinking back to when Gerald Green first came into the league, oozing with athleticism, but really not much else. Now he's a completely different and better player than when he first arrived.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. And as amazing as Green was in his dunking as a younger player, he needed to grow as a player.
And the time he spent overseas, I think, really helped with his development and confidence. Came back to the NBA, and really since his return has been a great weapon off the bench for whichever team he's suited up for.
And Capella over to help. Here's Anunoby. 6 points for him. Off target with his 3. Ibaka comes with the double team. Rivers dishes to Westbrook. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. McCaw misses. Houston's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
He's pulling out all the tricks this quarter. They can't figure out how to stop him.
For Houston, they have had 7 opportunities at the free throw line and made good on 5 of them.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
And the Raptors making a change here. Siakam's checked in. Gordon's checked in for Houston. James Harden comes in for Austin Rivers. Free throw good, Westbrook.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Toronto shooting 45% from the field since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Anunoby. They get it again.
Now, if you can't hit that one, your teammates are going to think twice about feeding you the next time down.
Here is House, covered by Van Vliet. And that one's good. House.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, and it hasn't just been the offensive output. They're putting in the work at the defensive end as well.
Here's McCaw.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And I know he was pleased with his foul shooting last year. How about 87% from the line?
The first one falls. That's also good. So he hits both free throws. And for Houston, they're shooting it as well as you're going to see. 67% down low. And the dunk by Capella.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Just a dream scenario for them so far. Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Siakam misses.
His touch has been off tonight, and now his judgment is off too. I mean, come on. It's not a smart shot.
The Raptors shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. Lets it go with a 3, but they recover it.
That's made a huge difference in this game, if you ask me. Their offensive rebounding has been sensational.
Goes to the fadeaway and pins it. Siakam's got 6 points.
The mid-range jumper is a high percentage shot for him, and when he's got that much room, forget about it.
And with the game he's having, there's no doubt he'll be the guy they lean on to protect the lead.
Here's Anunoby, defended by Gordon, misses the layup.
Scoreless quarter for him. I mean, you can see by his body language that he's getting discouraged.
Harden, no good. Here's McCaw. He's covered by Westbrook. To the paint. Siakam, good. 8 points for him.
Nice pass. I mean, putting in work on the interior. Gotta love it.
And a deep 3 from Harden. Can't connect. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. The Rockets on top, just dominating this one. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And it's the Rockets with the ball. Double team on Westbrook. You've got Payne. He's out there with Miller. Johnson is out there with Pascal Siakam. And it's Boucher in at the power forward position. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Out to Miller. Shoots the 3. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And guys, there are some you can give that shot to, but let's be clear, he's not one of them. Terrible job there by the D.
Here's Westbrook, and finished off by Westbrook.
Great power, homie. I mean, he ripped it down with both hands.
Absolutely a resounding dunk. Payne passes to Boucher. He dishes it to Johnson. And the shot goes in. Johnson's got his first bucket in this one.
And at 6'7", Johnson has the height to bang down low. He's terrific at getting quality shots in the post.
Westbrook drives in, and he lays it straight in.
And I like that they're not settling, getting the ball on the interior. 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Payne looking around. Here's Johnson. That shot, no good. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. Shoots over Payne. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Oh, defense, they just took that possession off. I mean, they get away with it that time, but they've got to show some more aggression.
Miller outside. 6 on the shot clock. Lets it go from deep. No good on the shot.
When the D forgets about him on the perimeter, they're playing with fire. Lucky they don't get burned here.
Frazier outside. Now the pass to McLemore. Houston needs to get a shot off. Near the three-point line, it's Westbrook, and it's Westbrook again missing. Raptors have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play.
Yeah, just nice hustle there. That work gets them the extra possession.
He makes a lot more of those than he misses. Not sure what threw him off right there.
Frazier.
That's his first personal foul. Shooting for Houston, Frazier. At the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good. The Rockets making a switch here. Chandler's checked in. And he sinks the second. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Malcolm Miller. At the line for 2.
Two.
First one falls for him. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. The Rockets' shooting has been just outrageous, 64% from the field to this point. Here's Clark out to the wing. Pass to Frazier. Down to 5 on the shot clock. McLemore inside the line. The Rockets with another miss. Toronto, they've gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Johnson down low. Frazier covering. Chandler with the block.
And how about the basketball IQ of Chandler? Just knows exactly when to sky and commit to blocking shots.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Siakam.
Yeah, easy call.
Garrett Club at the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. Good on the second free throw. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Miller outside. Back to Payne. Siakam outside. It's Miller on the wing. Passes it to Siakam. Johnson outside. And the Raptors miss again. And it's Frazier with the ball for Houston. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. At the elbow, Chandler out left to the wing. Clark finds Chandler from deep. And it's Toronto with the rebound.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Yeah, and I have too, which is why they're okay with it. I'm sure if he gets that kind of look again, he's going to let it fly again.
Pass to McLemore. Houston moving it around. And it's blocked. And here's Payne. And there's the pass to Siakam. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. The Rockets have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. Frazier outside. Dishes to McLemore. Inside. The kick out to Frazier. Pass to McLemore. This one for 3. No good there. And Toronto will come the other way. Payne in the post. Frazier covering. Payne can't hit. Houston's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. McLemore, the pass to Hartenstein. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
That's his first personal foul. Shooter for Houston, Isaiah Hartenstein. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
No good on the free throw. Marcus All's checked in for Pascal Siakam. And a switch here also for Houston. Green's checked in. He hits the second from the line. Toronto's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Now here's Payne. Passes it to Gasol. Out to Miller. Just 4 to shoot. Releases from 15. That one, no good. And the Rockets take it the other way.
You know, he might want to think about deferring for a while. He's had his chances this quarter, but just not able to convert.
Frazier, the pass to Green. Pass to Hartenstein. Rebound by Johnson. Raptors shooting just 39% from the field, struggling to find that net. Miller kicks to Johnson. Back to Miller. Payne finds Gasol. To the left side wing. Boucher passes to Johnson from past the arc. Green with the rebound.
He's disappeared this quarter. He can't get anything to drop. That's not going to help him get out of the hole.
McLemore with the ball. The pass to Hartenstein. Green with the ball. Over Payne. Connects on the foul line jumper.
Now look, if he's using his head and finding good shots, Green can be a true weapon from mid-range.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Left side Miller. And it's Payne in the corner. Trying to end the drought. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
If there's ever a successful shot that still gets your coach mad at you, that's the one.
Frazier dishes to Green. Kicks to Chandler. Frazier outside. For three. But they get it back. Kept alive by Houston.
And they get it back again. I mean, how many rebounds offensively have they had? Everything's going right for them today.
Now Miller. The Rockets pull it in. Chandler's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's McLemore. He kicks it to Frazier. Fires the three. Here's Hartenstein, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. They get Marc Gasol.
Clearly a foul.
At the line of the Rockets, Isaiah Hartenstein. Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. Both good from the line that time. And so it's Payne with it. He'll bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. Miller outside. Makes it off the glass. Miller's got 9 points in the quarter.
Look, that's a nice play. You need low post scoring to keep your offense balanced.
Frazier kicks to Green. Pass to McLemore. Houston moving it around. And Green with the basket on the assist by Chandler.
That's been a reliable aspect of Green's game throughout his career. Now, the ability to find his shot and deliver beyond the arc.
Miller inside, guarded by McLemore. Miller finds Johnson. And yes, it's good.
There you go again. A nice kick out after the D had collapsed on it.
Houston's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. To the inside, here's Chandler, and Chandler throws it down.
Oh, that's some skill on that assist. I mean, the timing has to be perfect on a lead pass.
And here's Miller. And he uses the glass on the layup.
I like that pick play. I mean, you can see how easily it makes it for him to get to the cup.
Frazier scanning the floor. Pass to Hartenstein. Ball stolen. It's stolen by Frazier, and he converts the layup.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Miller outside, pass to Gasol. Miller outside. That three off the mark.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off. And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Houston.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Clint Capella.
Well, he showed what it takes to be a great rebounder tonight. Fighting for position, boxing out, never getting outworked down low.
Kicks it out to Johnson. 5 to shoot. Over Chandler. The Raptors rebound.
And that's a good job of just getting after it on the backboard, gets them another possession, and allows them to run even more clock.
Gasol with the steal. Unhindered, going all the way. Payne's shot is good.
And that 7'1" Gasol sees over the defense with ease. I mean, fantastic at spotting the open man.
Now, here's Green. So we see the Rockets taking the win here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, James. Congrats on the win. Looked like you guys